Tunnel Mountain, immediately to the east of town, is a popular hiking spot for those that may not have the time to get to the bigger peaks. Although only 300 meters above Banff, it nevertheless offers a great panorama of Bow Valley and the town itself. Just across the river, down in the valley below, you can spot the Banff Springs Golf Course. This 27-hole course boasts breathtaking surroundings, and while chasing little white balls across a lawn is not really my thing, it is yet another great spot for animal lovers. You really do not have to go very far from Banff to feel like you have gone into the wild. Mule deer regularly make an appearance here, and a little bit farther, on the edge of the golf course, it is not uncommon to spot decent numbers of elk grazing between the trees. Incidentally, joggers will find plenty of awesome trails here. In addition to getting a good fitness fix, running here allows you to catch a glimpse of even more critters. This is something you most definitely will not experience while running on a treadmill at your local gym.
When hiking around in the forest, it's very easy to start ignoring trees. They're tall, big things that just stand around doing nothing. And compared to cougars or bears, they're actually quite boring. And being so unexciting, forget about people being able to tell them apart. A tree is a tree is a tree. And even worse, some people just see all of these as Christmas trees. There is a way to tell them apart, especially that really you're only looking at 3 predominant species in the park. You're looking at pines, spruces, and firs. Now let me show you a very quick and easy way of telling all of them apart. Right in this spot we have a fir, over here 2 pines, and right next to them a spruce. One sure way of telling what you're looking at is by feeling the needles. Grab a hold of a branch, pick a needle off, and if it's a flat needle that doesn't want to roll between your fingers, then it is a fir tree. Fir, F, flat, doesn't want to roll. Lodgepole pines are very tall, and all the needles are right there in the crown of the tree, making the needle test very difficult. However, this little tree right next to me has very accessible needles, and when you pick one off, and you can immediately see that it will easily roll between your fingers. And that is due to the triangular cross section, which differentiates very much from the fir needle, and this is a spruce. Finally, there's the cone test. This one right here is the pine cone, and you can tell by these sturdy tabs. The more delicate spruce cone, very, very thin tabs. And finally, the fir cone. This is actually a Douglas fir, and when you hold it upside down, you can see that each one of those lobes has what looks like 2 hind legs and a tail of a mouse going underneath, and that is a mark of a Douglas fir. Fir, pine, or spruce, evergreens are hardy species and much more suited for the Rocky Mountain weather than their deciduous cousins. A drive through Bow Pass as late as May will reveal that the growing season is very short in these parts, which are padded down with plentiful snow for most of the year. The difficulties of daily life faced by plants in this area are particularly visible here. Notice the stunted trees growing on the bottom of the valley. Even though below the tree line, which is clearly visible at the top part of this clip, cold air gets trapped near the bottom of the valley, resulting in an even shorter growing season. While the Snowland Paradise is a beautiful spot and a popular place to visit, Numtija Lodge, an antique building on the shores of Bow Lake, seems to be firmly stuck in Christmas mode, while other parts of Canada already are experiencing summer heat waves. Only the grey pussy willows seem to indicate that summer may eventually arrive here. It's May 20th, and snow is still up to my head. How cool is that?
Then, magically, only a few weeks later, the whole area goes into summer mode. The lake thaws out, the snows melt, and only Bow Glacier and the nearby Crowfoot Glacier hold on to their wintry appearance. Just before you'd think that winter's finally over, a day hike higher into the mountains might have you checking the calendar.
I'm walking up to the Sentinel Pass near Lake Louise, so technically Moraine Lake, and it's quite beautiful. It's July 22nd, and we'll have a full-blown Christmas in July experience, and we get to hike on snow and ice. It's wicked. And no, Banff is not in the southern hemisphere, so we are in northern summer. Snow everywhere, including the sky. Beautiful.
Located 15 kilometers southwest of Lake Louise downside, Sentinel Pass provides a reasonably strenuous 6-hour hike with an elevation gain of over 700 meters. Characterized by countless switchbacks and stunning scenery, the pass will give you a serious leg workout. As with Bow Pass, this place also traps and holds on to cold air for longer, providing a winter experience on a nearly year-round basis.
Alright, getting there. Holy shit! This is where it's all worth it. Look at this. Sentinel Pass. If hiking is boring for you, then the next step up on the adrenaline scale is a zipline adventure. Check this out.
Banff zipline adventures will kit you out, strap you in, and then, under the watchful eye of their staff, let you zip through the forest and down a mountain. First, you'll go on a shorter practice run before you're allowed to test out their huge line spanning the Kicking Horse River. It's a long but speedy ride, and even though you are well taken care of, some folks get hit harder than others by adrenaline, and some get a head start well before the ride.
This is it. It's going to be a one-way trip.
Who's scared?
Me!
Some people freak out, others just love the ride, but whatever you end up shouting, this is fun for the whole family, possibly with the exception of pacemaker owners.
I don't want to go! Don't take me! I'm not going! Let me off, please!
Is this a good time to tell you guys that I'm scared of heights?